Hey guys, Riley Spanish here, and in this video I'm going through this big bucket of cards that I bought today for $35 on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh in there, but I saw plenty of Pokemon cards that made me know that it was going to definitely be worthwhile. So yeah, very excited to get into this. No face cam today because I'm just on the floor kind of going through this. Got a couple of empty ETBs off to my side to try to at least get them somewhat organized as I go. But I'm just going to go kind of pile by pile. I might tilt the camera down a little bit. There we go. Starting off with this cool Haunter. So a lot of Diamond, Pearl, and EX era stuff in here, and then some newer stuff. I really couldn't tell what it was going to be based on like the photos or anything. And, you know, the person who was selling it actually, I believe they said that, like, they saw a neighbor just, like, throwing it out. So they said that they wanted to take it. And then they listed it on Marketplace. I managed to scoop it up very quickly. There's a Ninjago Lego card. What is this? Konami, maybe something Yu-Gi-Oh related. Looks like maybe a paper playmat or something for Yu-Gi-Oh. Lots of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here. I think that might be another. Oh, that's Bakugan. Don't know anything about that. But really just kind of looking for treasure in all of this. I saw just kind of the general era of the cards and knew that it would be worth my time to pick it up, basically. So I went ahead and did that, and just at a glance, I'm already pretty happy with some of the stuff I see sitting on top of the box, which I will get into. Ooh, there's a nice reverse holo Flygon. Now, all these cards are going to be beat up, of course, but pretty much anything of high interest I'm going to set aside kind of as like a pulls pile. And then I'm trying to keep everything divided by era, basically. There's an old XY, like Primal Clash or something. XYZ series. Must have came promotionally. Not a code card, but sort of similar to it. But yeah, I'm going by basically EX era, Diamond Pearl era, and then anything newer than that. So like Black, White, XY, Sun and Moon. I don't know how new this stuff actually gets, to be honest. And then separate piles for trash, and then for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then I will show the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and if you know anything about them, you can tell me in the comments, but I am going to look the majority of them up, especially all the holo ones. I don't know if these are like, any of them are worthwhile, you know, especially the damaged ones. It's a really like heavy duty Bakugan card. That thing is sturdy. And then of course stuff like modern energy cards I will just throw away because they are beat up. Oh wait, that is EX era, Beldum. That's a cool looking Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like I said, don't know anything about it. That is a very destroyed Yu-Gi-Oh card, unfortunately. Hopefully not a valuable one. I think, like, honestly, in here, at best, the cards are moderate play. And a lot of damaged ones in the mix, too. There's a Quilava. Reverse Holo Curlia from a Diamond Pearl era set. Nice. Code card for somebody to use. Looks like that's from Cosmic Eclipse. So I guess it gets at least as new as Cosmic Eclipse in here. And some very old stuff too, though. Nidoran Delta Species, that is nice. Do love a lot of the Delta Species cards. Magikarp Delta Species. Shinx, the Diamond and Pearl. These were like a promo. I don't know exactly what they were from, But I know that Diamond Pearl had these, and then Platinum had them, and there's just like a select number of Pokemon that got these where, because they stopped doing the set name stamps during Diamond and Pearl, but they did like a couple of promotional. I want to say maybe it was like a fast food restaurant, like kids meal thing, but I could be dead wrong. Whenever it's unfamiliar, I assume it's like a McDonald's thing, but it's not necessarily the case. That is Fire Red Leaf Green there. I do see a WotC card in here too. This very, very haggard Eevee from Jungle. Definitely pretty worthless in that condition, but overall, I already have a few gems, you know, a couple of nice reverse hollows. Some of the more modern era stuff there. And this is going to be quite a long video going through all of this, so I definitely understand if you want to maybe skip to the end where I go through what I think to be like the biggest cards are. Return of the Dragon Lords. But yeah, really what I want to do is just get everything kind of divided by what era it's from and what it is, and then hopefully have something really nice to show for all this at the end. Just going through like one pile at a time. Do my best to fill in the dead space with talking. Lillipup. Ooh, there's a Platinum Glaceon reverse, and that one's actually not, it's not bent, so that's nice. Definitely like heavy play, you know, scuffed on the back, but definitely a good like binder version of this card. That is a cool one. What is this? Lego Ninjago. I guess I didn't realize that that was a card game, the Ninjago thing. I've definitely heard of it, but I guess I just didn't know what it was specifically. A couple more Bakugan type of things. Bear with me, I'm just getting another stack ready to go through here. Pidgeotto. Another Eevee, another pretty beat up Eevee. Is it Crystal Guardians Jigglypuff? Ooh, here we go. Reverse Hollow Holon Phantoms Torchic. It's got a major print line in the middle there on Torchic's head. You can see that very visibly. That's not even like a scratch. It's just a big old print line, but that is a nice find mixed in here. Ooh, and this Prinplup is very unfortunate. It looks like somebody took a couple bites out of it. That won't even go up on the store as a damaged card. That is just too beat up. Mimi Cat. That is a ridiculous looking Yu-Gi-Oh card. No offense if that's like a favorite of somebody's. Rayquaza Spirit Link. A very beat up Mirage Dragon. That one is too far gone as well. Although with a Yu-Gi-Oh card like that, you never know. That could be like a Exodia level type of thing, and I just wouldn't know it unless I looked it up. So I will still look it up. There's a lot less Yu-Gi-Oh than Pokemon, so it won't take me too long to look everything up. That is nice. It's a Pop Series 2 Bulbasaur. Very, very cute artwork on that one. All right, time for another stack. And everything that's like this, like these Bakugans, I'm just kind of throwing off to the side. I don't imagine there's any value to beat up Bakugan cards. Mr. Mime. Alien Brain. Oh, another reverse. This one is very damaged, unfortunately, but a reverse Power Keepers Beldum. But damaged cards have value still. I mean, that's still probably a $3 card if I had to guess. Which, you know, add that up tons of times. There's a Hollow Trevenant. Probably pretty worthless on that. This looks like it's somewhat special. This could just be like a promo or something that you're guaranteed, but even the border of this is shiny. Metal Hold the Moving Blockade. I don't know. Like I said, this Yu-Gi-Oh stuff I will have to look up. This could just be something as simple as like a starter deck that someone bought that just gets all these cards, and I just don't know. But some of them look pretty darn cool. There's a lot of holofoil ones in here. I also don't really know the rarities of Yu-Gi-Oh all that much. But a good stack of Yu-Gi-Oh there. And I am filming this on a Thursday night. I went and picked this up, so I'm going to have my weekend pretty much spoken for now, which typically happens. I go buy like a lot of Pokemon cards some point during the week, and I spend the whole weekend like sorting through them, marking the conditions on the ones that I'm going to sell, and you know, looking everything up basically to decide what to keep, what to sell, what to bulk out, what to donate. It's a Team Rocket Returns card. Do love to see that set mixed in. That's an interesting Yu-Gi-Oh card with like the all black border to the artwork. Skylander. Couple of EX era. Another Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, some of these old trainer cards are absolutely worth money, so I always look up every single one of these. This is like a Diamond Pearl era thing. It's a Hollow Crawdaunt from Primal Clash or Ancient Origins. I am setting the hollows aside just to show them. I don't know that there's going to be anything like any ultra rares in here, but there's a chance because there's a lot of XY. And apparently a little Sun and Moon, because I did find that Cosmic Eclipse code card. There's a Hollow Water Energy. Definitely heavy play on that, but those are very cool, the old Hollow Energies. Slugma. Ninjago. Unicycular. That was the inspiration for Koraidon and Miraidon. And Cyclizar. There's another stamped reverse, another damaged one, unfortunately, but one of those funny artworks too, the Crystal Guardians Diglett. Still a hit in my book, even though it is not in good condition. I will take that. All right. Get another pile here. See, this is just my favorite stuff, though. If it looks like trash on Facebook Marketplace, it's probably exactly what I want to buy, because I'll go through this, find all of the treasure, and be so happy I did. It's always worth it to me to go through something that looks like junk, because usually it's not, to be honest. A lot of it will be, like a lot of this will be donated or thrown out, honestly, because some of it is just too chewed up. It's a Delta Species Kabuto, a Shatterfoil Embor. I'm not sure what that's from. It's a black and white era card, but obviously from some kind of like theme deck or something. Furious Fists, Battle Reporter there. Bound Wand. A Reverse Hollow Scraggy. Wish I could have someone like feeding me the cards, you know, into my hands in piles as I did this. That would make this go easier. That's a crazy looking Yu-Gi-Oh card right there. Stygian Sergeants, Sergeants. And that one is missing a chunk of the card, so I will not be keeping that. There's a McDonald's promo Emolga. That is cool. Relinquished Spider. The Night Pokemon Center. That's a Diamond and Pearl era. I don't think I've ever seen that card, to be honest. Musharna. Couple more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Some of these I am throwing away as I'm going right now, or putting them in a throwaway pile just because they are too beat up for me to even kind of set aside. And now it's time for me to get a pillow and lay down while I do this, because this is about to be like an hour-long sorting video. Nice Diamond Pearl promo Chimchar. Fanpea, Larvesta, Tangela. Unknown. Some Skylander cards. Skarmory, Miltank. Bakugan. Is that a Metal Energy from Diamond Pearl era? That's a cool looking dragon card. Looks like it has like an artist signature or something in the corner. There's a little XY evolutions in there. It's not a collection buy if there's not some evolutions in it. Kangaroo Champ. Professor Cosmo's Discovery. That's a Hold-On Phantoms card. Lysander. It's another McDonald's. This one is unfortunately very damaged. So even though it's a hollow promo card, I will not be keeping that. Same with this guy. Another Lego Ninjago. So far, though, I do have a good little pile of things that I'm considering to be, you know, hits, or at least like a good thing to get in here. And just kind of sifting through the stuff that's really in terrible shape. There's a one of the black and white sets, because I can tell by the hollow pattern, but a Blissey. I really like the hollow pattern from black and white. Ooh, a reverse hollow Mew from one of the Diamond Pearl sets. Very beat up, unfortunately. That would have been a nice one to get in good condition. Like I said, nothing in here is really in good condition, but some of it is a lot better than others, so that would have been a cool one to be one of the better cards, condition-wise. These look different. Those don't look like normal Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I'm used to. There's a Charmander Delta Species. Skylanders. The classic Pot of Greed. A very beat up one. Reverse Nuzleaf. Professor Rowan. A damaged Duskull. Alright. Grab another pile. That one's kind of cool. Like I said, if you know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you know, tell me, are these 100% trash or what? All right. Get another pile. Would like to get a more Pokemon heavy stack, but it is all pretty well mixed together. But I think doing this is totally worth it. If you find lots like this, I wouldn't sleep on them personally. There's so much potential in these. There's a hollow Crystal Guardian Swalot. Nice. Start seeing vintage hollows like that. Always a good sign. Maybe there's a Crystal Guardian's Charizard in there. Reverse hollow Venomoth. Not in great shape, but not like damaged. Roseanne's Research. Aegislash, Tropius. Reverse hollow Lombre. That one's not in the best of shape, but still cool. And I am moving through this as quickly as I reasonably can, but you know, maybe this is one of those videos to put on in the background if you really want to see it, and then check in at the end when I show everything. There's a Gibble. Is that Holon Fossil? Zangoose. Obviously, not every card is worth keeping in a damaged condition, so a good amount of these cards will be donated because there's definitely going to be a kid out there somewhere that'll appreciate them more than I will. The back of this looks crazy. This card has been soaked in something. Fire red and leaf green seal. It's a reverse hollow Simisear. Relinquished. Dark Flat Top. Getting another stack ready. Energy card, Cacturn, Beedrill, a Pokemon card that is missing the Pokemon card. It's just the back layer. That's a new one. Amulet coin. It's honestly impressive how beat up somebody can make a card. Like, I feel like it would take some effort to damage a card as much as some of these are. Back into some EX era with that Cacnea. Oh, a big cluster of dark type Pokemon. Some of the ancient trait cards. I do like the looks of those. Bunch of more modern stuff there, and of course the more modern stuff is in the better condition, which obviously you hope the opposite to be true, or at least that the old stuff is also in decent shape, but that is rarely the case when I buy these collections. The older the stuff, the more well-loved it ends up being. Reverse hollows here. Looks like a Swirlix and a Patrat. Misty and Lorelei. Just the regular art, of course, but the full art version of that is a very valuable card. Looks like I've got one more code card to give away here. Sure there will be a few more. Oh, it's two of them. We've got Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse, Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse. And all of these seem to be recent ones. Couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Another one of those non-code card cards. Those are kind of neat though, as like little promotional items. Ghost Beef. Ooh, that one looks kind of fancy. Tornado Dragon. Of course, like I said, I know nothing about them, so could be totally worthless, but it does look fancy. Cannot deny that. There's like a little sticker or something in there. Archer Griffin. All right, back to another stack. Duosian. It's a very well-loved, you know, like I'll say, unfortunately, Machamp. I forget the name of this set. It is just peeling away on the top layer there, unfortunately, though. That would be a nice one to have if it wasn't in such rough shape. Because the hollow's actually in decent condition. Looks like it just got jammed in and out of a binder or a pants pocket too many times or something. Maybe it was a favorite, I don't know. Professor Cosmo's Discovery. What year does that say? 2005. There's another one of those platinum reverse hollows. This one's of Leafeon. Once again, not in great shape, but not too bad. It's not not bent or anything anywhere. It's just got some like scuffs to it, basically. A dome fossil. Couple more Yu-Gi-Oh! Sceptile, Lombre, Dynamo. Let's flip all these. Reverse Delcatty, Hollow Noivern from Furious Fists. I'll put that in the pulls pile. That's kind of cool. All right. Time to grab another stack. I don't know if I'm even halfway into this yet, to be completely honest, but I thoroughly enjoy doing this and thought I would do this a little more long form in case anybody wanted to follow along through the entire process. But I certainly understand if you don't. This type of video will not be for everybody. All right. Audino, Petalil, Wobbuffet, couple energies, some more energies, Magneton, Reverse Hollow Venusaur. That's from a black and white set. I do like that. I'm a big Venusaur fan. A Reverse Hollow Quagsire, pretty rough condition on that one. Reverse Hollow Gabite from I think that's Rising Rivals. Damaged for sure, but a very cool artwork nonetheless. Holon Adventurer. Why not? Reverse Hollow Graveler. A little better condition than that Gabite was. The Battle Frontier card. That is a cool artwork there. I don't know if I've seen that one before either. There's another code card from XY Evolution's Pikachu Power. Magikarp Delta Species, Mankey Delta Species. I don't know if that Pikachu Power was like a theme deck or something. A Hollow Golisopod. I'm hoping I find maybe like a GX or something in here, or an EX. There's another one of those ones that looks like it got like soaked in something for a while before being put back in this bucket. Just getting a stack ready. Ooh, and I do see another one of these Platinum Reverse Hollow Evolutions. Definitely happy to see those. There's a nice Yu-Gi-Oh card there. And then this Yu-Gi-Oh card's actually in pretty good condition. It's got like a little bit of scratching to the back, but for those to be back to back with each other was a little crazy looking. Hollow Mismagius from, I believe, Diamond and Pearl, just the Diamond Pearl base set. Roseanne's Research, Golbat. Charmander from Fire Red Leaf Green. A Drillbur McDonald's promo, and this one's, I believe the last one that I decided was a throwaway was the Drillbur, and it was just too beat up, but that one's much better. Memory Berry from Crystal Guardians. Cascoon. Got Buck's Training. That's one of the Diamond Pearl sets. Handful of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheap, cheap, cheap. That one's cute. I'm wondering if there's going to be any more Wizards of the Coast cards, because there was that one odd, Eevee card. Haven't seen a WotC card since that one, though. You would assume there'd be more than just that one singular Wizards of the Coast era. Just getting another pile ready. A nice older hollow. Not in terrible condition either. Slacking. Beat up on the edge, but definitely seen worse in this collection unveiling. Nice Magby there. Mystic Tomato. Whiscash. Delicate Delta Species. The Man-Eater Bug. And this Ghastly's got a nice bend through it, so I will throw that one out. I'll definitely be giving these all a second look over as I go through them and getting rid of more, but just on the initial go through, if it's so terrible that I notice right away, it goes on the trash, and then a lot of other ones will not make the cut, but I try to, like that one's peeling away, unfortunately. I try to, donate some if I can. But there's some that are just too far gone to even want to, like, give to Goodwill, honestly. It would be, like, offensive to buy that secondhand. The Bidoof ancient trait. Oops. Professor Elm's training method. I do love that artwork. Dragon Frontiers. TG Blade Blaster. Two of those tentacles. I've definitely made a significant dent in this finally. There's like a Pokemon playmat here. I'm trying to... It's the XY Evolutions theme decks with Mewtwo and Pikachu. That's kind of cool. So no matter what, I mean, I don't think, unless I find something crazy, there's not going to be any one thing in here that's like worth a lot of money unless I'm, you know, missing all this crazy value in Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something. But it's definitely fun to go through all of these, and I'll have a bunch of work to do looking a bunch of them up and everything. But at the end of the day, it's worth more than I paid for it. Absolutely, even though the majority of it is a little beat up. And yeah, I mean, I'm happy I bought it overall. It's just a lot of fun to sift through this many cards at a time, in my opinion. Your experience may differ. It's a Blaziken. It's a cool looking card. Jolteon from Team Plasma Jolteon. Reverse Mimikyu. I think that's like Guardians Rising, perhaps. Reverse Carvanha from one of the Diamond Pearl sets. That's kind of like my cutoff for setting aside reverse hollows as maybe a potential pull. It's like Diamond and Pearl and older. Another little XY Evolutions flyer. Got the picture of the Zard on it. Another one of those fancy looking Yu-Gi-Oh cards with the silver background. Stack of code cards here. Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates pin collection. Hidden Fates, Unified Minds, Unified Minds. Not seeing tons of cards from that era, just, you know, a couple here and there, but just finding the code cards from it more than anything else. All right, back to another stack here. Dragonium Z. Is it XY Evolutions? More Evolutions. All these energies are from Evolutions. Ooh, there's the Shatterfoil deck exclusive Pikachu. I actually don't have that either. That is a cool one. I will definitely be keeping that. And it's not destroyed, most importantly. It's probably not great on the back. Actually, That's like the one decent looking card in this whole lot, which I am totally fine with. Happy to see that. Probably only, you know, a couple dollar card there. It's a hollow black Kyurem. I think that's a Cosmic. Perhaps. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I know there are some of the Kyurems in Cosmic Eclipse, though, for sure. My dog is going wild out there. Definitely some more modern stuff here. Nothing too crazy in that pile. Now we're about 40 minutes in and still probably about a third of it left. There's an Unknown X. Random Lego piece. Another one of those inserts. Pikachu from Generations. Beautyfly. Natu. It's a Nidoran Delta species. Reverse Lampent. Mankey Delta species. Ooh, that would have been a nice one to have in good shape. The Hollow Giratina. Even damaged though. Still a cool card. It's another one of those Platinum Evolution cards. Leafeon again. And a Hollow Yu-Gi-Oh card there. Couple more code cards. Cosmic Eclipse, Unified Minds, Crocona. Oops. Pupitar Delta species. There it is. The Pikachu Secret Rare from Cosmic Eclipse, just right in the middle there. You have got to be kidding me. Hoping that it's in decent shape. It really is. It's definitely not going to be mint because it's been in this bucket, but that is absolutely, and it's one of the nicest cards in here. This is worth as much as I paid for the whole thing, if not more, in that one card. And that's why I buy these. Reverse Hollow Red and Blue Tag Team. Beastite. I can't believe that. So there's been not a single ultra rare yet. And then I pull the secret rare Pikachu from Cosmic Eclipse out of here. That is crazy. Maybe the bottom is where it gets good. We will have to see. There's another code card. Hidden Fates. It's an interesting energy with all the like hatching in the background of it. Execute Delta Species. A VS Seeker. There's another ancient trait card of Electrike. Destroyed Sunkern. Torchic. Anorith Delta Species. Enhanced Hammer. Sylveon from Furious Fist. That's my favorite evolution. And I still can't believe that Pikachu Secret Rare just in the middle of all this. There really hasn't been anything else too incredibly standout in here so far, but that one Pikachu. Either way, I am definitely happy with it. Especially considering it was in substantially better condition than the bulk of this stuff. Alright, back to another pile here. Ivysaur from Crystal Guardians. Reverse Aerodactyl from one of the Diamond Pearl sets. Not too bad of condition either. Definitely take that. Archie's Ace in the Hole. Trico Delta Species. I always like to buy these collections when I can see that there's a lot of XY era stuff, because the black and white XY era has so many really valuable trainer cards that are like still used in expanded formats today that I usually have a pretty easy time moving those cards, depending on what they are at least. That Magmar is a nice one. Electivire. Exploder Dragon with like a shatter foil. I don't know what that is. The Forest Tribe. Gormiti? I've never heard of that card game. That's a new one. Gormiti. Hoping to see a little more, maybe some more vintage holos in here. Or maybe some more modern ultra rares like that Sun and Cosmic Eclipse Pikachu Secret Rare, because that is a very nice card. And it is worth money. 100%. Another Cosmic Code card. Night Maintenance. That's EX Deoxys there, and then that's Diamond and Pearl. Executor Delta Species. Recover Energy, very beat up. Some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Wish I knew more about Yu-Gi-Oh! But it is just a whole nother can of worms that I just don't have time to open, unfortunately. Omastar. The Holo Arceus promo. That is very beat up, unfortunately, because that is one of my favorite cards. Arceus has some of the coolest cards ever, and it's a cool Pokemon, so it deserves it, but I might hold on to that for myself just because it is so cool, but we'll see. I don't imagine it's worth a whole lot in that condition, maybe like $2 or so, but maybe I'll bring it to a event with me and use it as part of a trade binder or something. I like to do that with a lot of these collection pickups and stuff too, just to, you know, avoid as much of the hard work of getting everything listed and all that on TCG Player, but comes a certain point where I gotta just suck it up and go through everything and list it all. But I've spent many an entire day, you know, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, just sorting through cards. Another McDonald's promo of Clang. This one is messed up though. I can like, maybe not as visible, but it's been very wet at some point, so that is going to be trash. Wingull and Weedle. That's a cool Houndour. Team Rocket Returns. That is a nice artwork. Wow. That is a very beat up card, but this might be a filler card. I don't think that it's just missing a layer. Because this is like a fully intact card. It's very beat up. Normally, you know, I would see that and say like, probably used acetone to wipe it off, but it's in just too bad of shape to tell. But this is a very real card. That might be a filler card, which are super rare, but in that condition I just can't really say one way or another, unfortunately. It's cool though. This is super beat up, but it's neat looking. Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh card. Tierno. Zubat. Getting there. Getting to the bottom of the pile, finally. Magical Android. That's a cool looking Yu-Gi-Oh card. So another Holo Swalot. I think that's the second one of these from Crystal Guardians. These are all backwards. It's like a lot of modern stuff in this pile. Holo Infernape. And an Omastar Break. There we go. There's another ultra rare. Second one so far. Fletchling from the Generations Radiant collection. I do like to set those aside. I like to have those listed on my store because it's one of those things that, myself included, I like to, you know, if I'm buying a little subset like that of 25 cards, I try to get as many as I can from one individual seller. So, you know, when I have a bunch of them, they sell a lot easier than when I only have a few. All right, another mangled Wizards of the Coast card. It's a first edition. Not a valuable one even in first edition anyways, but the Charizard. You've got to be kidding me. Bro. It's beat up, but it is not bent. It has not been wet. It's scratched. It's not in great shape. The reverse hollow Charizard. I can't remember which set this is called, but this is one of the coolest Charizards. I cannot believe this was in there. It's very, very like tail end of going through this collection and this pops up. That is absolutely nuts. That is two very big cards. I'll have to look that one up when I'm done. I know that in good condition it's obviously valuable, but in that condition, I don't know. But it is it's certainly worth buying a big bucket of cards for $35 and looking through them all to find that. Hey, a Legend Maker Soul Rock reverse. That is a sick card. This was one of the sets where if you got the rare reverse hollows, they would put the Pokemon name in gold and hollow up there. Very cool. Getting some spicy stuff at the bottom of the box here. Unknown. Carvana Delta species. A destroyed Deerling. Destroyed Stunky. Messed up cards. Gulpin. Alright, getting down to the last couple handfuls here. Gonna just get the rest of them out. There's of course a lot of like trash in the bottom of this box as well, because that's how these things go. And it looks like the only other card in there is an energy. Some loose change in there too. So I made back like 50 cents on that change. The Cosmic Eclipse Entei, Flareon, Salazzle, some energies. Let's hope for something crazy in this last pile here. A Huntail that's older. Houndoom. Pretty beat up Croconaw. I'll still hang on to it just in case. This cool Charmander coin. I've never seen that before. Try to get that to focus better. It's kind of like pink in color. Alright, Barboach. Duat. Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me just get the rest of these cards into my hand. It is just one more pile. I just want to straighten them out. That way I can go through the rest of it in one go. And then show off the best cards from it all. At least of the Pokemon, who knows? Like I said, maybe some of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards were the best cards and I just didn't even know. But, I mean, getting that Zard, I am beyond happy with my decision to pick this up. Gardevoir Spirit Link, Meowth, Cobalion, Marowak, Diglett. There's another vintage card. This one's foreign, of course. The one that's not destroyed. It's, I think, Italian. Porygon 2. Oh, wait, that is a EX era. Let's flip these around. Camerupt. Riolu, Wooper from Team Rocket Returns, Electabuzz, a Wizards of the Coast Energy. It is not the shadowless version, so it is pretty worthless. McDonald's Pansage. There's one more little hit for the pull pile at the end there. Golett. The Radiant Collection Floette. It's another one that I will set aside there. And this Yu-Gi-Oh card. So let's go through what I consider to be the good cards from all of that. Not to mention, I gotta look through all the bulk still. But the 2 Radiant Collection cards, Pansage, that Reverse Solrock, Infernape, Omastar Break, Hollow Swalot, the Promo Arceus, Reverse Aerodactyl, Platinum Leafeon, Giratina Hollow, very damaged, Black Kyurem, the Shatterfoil Pika, Carvana, Reverse Hollow, Slacking Hollow, McDonald's Drillbur, Hollow Mismagius, Platinum Glaceon, Golisopod, Graveler, Gabite, Quagsire, Reverse Venusaur, Hollow Noivern, another Leafeon, Hollow Machamp, Lombre, Venomoth, Hollow Swalot, the Reverse Mew, Blissey, Chimchar promo, McDonald's Emolga, Shatterfoil Embor, Reverse Diglett, Hollow Energy, Hollow Crawdaunt, Trevenant, Reverse Beldum, Reverse Holon Phantom's Torchic, another Glaceon, Shinx, Kirlia, Flygon, and the 2 very big hitters, that Reverse Hollow Diamond Pearl Charizard, and the Pikachu Secret Rare from Cosmic Eclipse. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing.